Arsenal Fan TV. We've got James here once again. Come all the way over from Amsterdam for the game. I don't know your name. Luke. How you doing, Luke? From London. Right. Well, listen, guys. Disappointing performance today.
Very disappointing, but first and foremost, Robbie, full credit to Östersunds tonight. They did an outstanding job. To think who they've held their own against Hertha Berlin and Athletic Bilbao, they've done ever so well, and they gave us a massive shock.
What is that Arsenal then underestimating them? Because
I think
you've just named out a couple of very good teams that they've beaten.
Yeah.
They also beat Galatasaray as well. Don't forget that as well.
Yeah.
We played them like it was done. It was it's over. 3-0. Who cares?
And in my opinion, it sends a poor message going into the last 16. There are some really good teams in this competition, but you've also got to remember as well, we haven't won a European trophy since 1994. This tournament represents a fantastic opportunity to win a European trophy for the first time since 1994. We've got to take it with both hands. We've got to take it with both hands. People talk about being in the Champions League for 20 years. Who cares? It's about getting your name on the trophy. You think of the best teams in Europe. You think of your Bayern Munichs and your Real Madrids. And the passion they show and the will to win in Europe to show what they're all about. We need to try to get to that level. This is a great opportunity. But you think of the teams in the last 16, they're going to think, oh, Arsenal lost at home to Östersunds. We'll have some of them away from home.
Do you think that as well? That, confidence-wise, it's not great losing a game like tonight, or do you just look at it and say to yourself, it's a two-legged game, they've done the business last week, just casual, we just took our time and just negotiated this game tonight?
Well, I feel like performances like this has happened too often, and you look at the other top 6 clubs, they have their bad games, but not as many as Arsenal have, and for many seasons now we've played like this, like game after game. There's, as an Arsenal fan, like many people say, like 5 games, good games, and then the next game will be a shit game, and we'll be like, fuck this, what's this shit? Because when you look at the players, look at past 10 years. What players have Arsene Wenger developed? What players has he made better? Because you look at Lacazette, you look at Kolasinac, they've got worse, no game time, lack of confidence. Kolasinac, their first half, was a shocker. But he was playing so well when he was week in, week out at the start of the season. And it's just confidence, Robbie. And like,
is that because players have been dropping in and dropping out? They're not getting a run of games. Why you're seeing players like Kolasinac, who at the start of the season we were all raving about and saying looks brilliant, and then for some unknown reason he's just been not playing. He's just been dropped.
This is the same Kolasinac when he was playing for Schalke in the Europa League last season. Was a beast of a player on a wing. Was doing fantastic stuff. Unfortunately,
where's the beast gone recently? Although he did score tonight, let's remember that.
Yeah, well, it's a confidence thing. Well, we're unfortunate enough in the Netherlands to interview professional players and managers. And when I speak to players like Ricky van Wolfswinkel and Mike van der Hoorn and Jeffrey Gouwele, who plays in the Bundesliga, when I ask them about managers they've played under, they always tell me I learn from every manager I've played under. I learn. You look at those young players tonight, then don't appear to be learning anything from Arsene Wenger. In terms of confidence, in terms of growing as a player. And it's this tonight has to be a steep learning curve going into the last 16, because whoever we pull out tomorrow, it's going to be tough, but we've got 180 minutes to get through to the last 8. Play your best team for both legs and go for it and become winners like we had winners back in 1994.
Can Arsenal win the Europa League, and can Arsenal win on Sunday?
We can win Europa League, but it's just how we play. Like, once we get over Carabao Cup, we should win that. But then you look at the depth that Man City have got, and then you look at the depth Arsenal have got. That's the difference between the two teams. And like 10 years ago, we had the depth Man City have now, but we don't have it anymore. And this is what's happened. Like, but yes, we can.
Question for you. Sorry,
we can win the Carabao Cup because it's a one game and anything can happen.
Looking forward to Sunday. We have only won this competition twice in our history, in 1987 and 1993. People pass it off as a Tin Pot Cup. It's a chance to create history on Sunday. Let's take that opportunity. The first trophy I ever saw Arsenal win was back in 1993, and my hero Paul Merson scored in that game. and it made me so happy, and it made fans so happy. So let's go for the third time and try to win the competition and all celebrate together. As regards to the Europa League, we've got to play our best team from now to the very end. Respect every single opponent, whether it's Lokomotiv Moscow, whether it's Olympic Lyon. Respect them, play them, and we've got to go for it. Because people talk about this being a route back into the Champions League. I'm not concerned with that, Robbie. What I'm concerned with is this is a chance to create history and win again in Europe, because 1994 was an awful long time ago. I remember it, lots of Gooners remember it, but for the next generation to prove that we can win in Europe, it's very, very important.
We're giving you a chance to be on ArsenalFanTV and give your opinion after the game. All you've got to do is WhatsApp your video and hold the camera like this. Send it straight after.